We just saw their instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
On first down, Dobbins takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Nice 7, let's go. Mike 52, hurry. Let him.
They'll set up a throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
"21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Off play action. Love. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Topper.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Haywyre. 53, Mike.
On 1st down, Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Love. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Trey Flowers make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. We're scoreless after 1. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And his kick is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Go tight end. Let's go right here now. Switch.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. You up. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2nd and 11.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them. And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Love buying time to his left. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive team.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
80 weapon.
Looking to throw on second down. Love, flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. 2nd and 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun on 3rd down, Love. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. That one goes for 24 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on 1st down, Love. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete on the deep ball.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, Alpha. 57 to Mike. Mike 57. Hey, tight.
2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Let's go. 15 Lonnie. Mike 40.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got it at the 15. A gain of 32 that time. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Yeah, baby, let's go. Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Right back to him on first down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Come on, QB, come on. Back. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Bravo. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Looking to throw. Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Love. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Returning it is Moore. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Looking to throw. And a big loss this here as he's taken down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. He'll try and throw for it here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Sanders. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch run. Check 50, check 50. 61. Ready, go.
2nd and 3. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it's 3rd and short.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's Carson, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Foreman, and he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
2 yards on the pickup.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
On the set. Watch Mike. Come on. Tight as Ringo. Tight as on the Ringo. Let's go.
2nd and 13. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Looking to throw. Love. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. There to stop him, Jawan Bentley.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Watch the run, watch the run. Let her.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where I came from.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This will be caught at about the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there in the final minute. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Now, 57's the mic. Watch 57. I'm coming. I'm coming.
They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Let's get it.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped, and he's into the clear. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. A fantastic football game and a late lead change here to put this team up. Now they have to respond defensively.
Was that the breakthrough they were looking for? Was that the one that puts them over the top? Unfortunately, there's still time left on the clock. They can't relax yet.
And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being